Hello and thanks for watching this Cloud9 ERP Solutions video and subscribing to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to take a payment back from Amazon after they've deducted all of their fees. So you could see here behind, I have an invoice in Acumatica for $22.99. It's for this coffee K-Cup sampler. It's $22.99. But when we look at Amazon's net proceeds document, which shows us the distribution of how they're paying us and the fees, you can see the item price is $22.99. That's fine there. But there's a $3.45 referral fee, and there's a fulfilled by Amazon fee of $5.23. So what they're really sending us is $14.31. So how do we handle that in Acumatica? How do we handle that so that we can offset our invoice? Our invoice has got a $22.99 AR amount on it. But at the same point in time, take in the payment and allocate these to these expense accounts. So let's get started. So if we start off with a payment, we can come from the invoice and hit pay. But if you're under receivables, you can also go to payments and applications and do a new payment there. We'll hit the plus button. We'll put in our payment reference, the one that Amazon has given us. And we'll put in our customer. And now we have a number of invoices we can pay. This is the one we're interested in right now, and we're going to check that off. Now, again, $22.99. If I were to release this, the problem is Acumatica is going to offset our AR. Not a problem. That's what we want. But the other problem is we're going to hit our cash account for $22.99, but we didn't get all that money. Right? If we look back, Amazon is only giving us $14.31, deducting the fees. So in Acumatica, we have this charges tab. And this allows us to incur charges during the same step of releasing this payment. So we could offset our AR and also incur charges. But there's a caveat. If you haven't used this before, the way you do this is you select an entry type. So maybe it's a bank fee, which automatically brings in your GL account. Right? That's tied together there. And then you can put the amount in there. You can continue to add as many fees, you can break it down. However, if we go to entry types, and we go over here, this is where we can add any number of entry types that we want. And you could see some examples here, but if we create new ones, so in this case, we'll be very specific to the net proceeds document that we had. We'll go in here, we'll do an FBA fee, and we'll say FBA fee, and we'll select a GL account. And notice this deduct from payment checkbox. So what this allows us to do is it allows us to take the amount that we're going to put into our bank account and actually deduct this fee from it. So if we go back to our net proceeds document from Amazon, you can see they're going to pay us $14.31. That's going to be a single entry into our bank account. So because it's a single entry, this checkbox should be checked. We want that. If it's a different scenario where you're going to get a separate entry for the fee, then you want to uncheck this box, because then you'll get a secondary entry and you'll be able to match it up later. So if we go back to our payments and applications and we remove this one and we add the FBA fee, notice it's not coming up because even though we added the entry type, always remember that once you add it, you have to also add it into the appropriate cash account. So if we go to our cash accounts, keep in mind, it's this cash account we're talking about. So we go over to our company checking account, and under entry types, we'll add FBA. And we'll save it, go back to our payment, refresh, and now we can see it here. So in this scenario, we're going to put in our FBA fee of $523. And what we're doing here is we're simply deducting off the amount, the entry, that's going to go into our cash account. Now, there's also a referral fee here. Let's create that one. And we don't have a chart of account for that. So let's go out to our chart of accounts. Let's add that. We'll put it near our Amazon and FBA account. So it's 6120. And if we add this here, and this all depends on whether or not you want to break these things out. When you're looking at your P&L, you may want to know how much your referral fees are. Could be useful information when you're deciding which channel you'd like to sell more of or invest more in. If you're getting whacked with referral fees and Amazon fees, then perhaps you want to do more Walmart, or vice versa. Walmart may be charging too much, you can go to Amazon. So we'll go back to our entry type and we'll find that referral chart of account. We'll save it. We need to check this box also so that we deduct it from the payment. We'll go over to our cash account and we'll add it here too. And we'll save it. We'll go back to our payments and we'll add that referral. And that fee was $345. So now if we put in our payment amount is $22.99. That's going to be the amount that's going to offset the invoice. If we save this and we release, and then we go over to financial, we'll take a look at our journal batch here. And what you can see here is a debit for $14.31. We'll bring up our net proceeds here. You could see a debit for $14.31 to our checking account. That's the amount of money we received, because Amazon took it out before they ever sent the money over to us. But we have an Amazon fee of $523, and we have a referral fee of $345. Those are hitting our expense accounts. But our accounts receivable, we've offset for $22.99. So that's it. That's what we need to do in order to create our payment in Acumatica so that we can offset our invoice, our Amazon invoice, but at the same point in time still hit these expense accounts and account for it correctly. So that's under entry types and deduct from payment. That's what you want to do. You want to set those up, and then when you're doing your payment, you can accommodate for all those fees. So thanks so much for watching this video and subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions about this or anything else Acumatica, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again, and have a great day.